So that little film clip gave you a little brief glimpse into the different animals that come onto our sites. You know, the pheasants that we all see most days, but then it's quite interesting to see the badgers, fox, cat. Best bit was maybe the magpie who had the mouse in its mouth, which was amazing. So what you're going to do now, you're going to look at, as part of our collective worship and talking about trust, you're going to watch a little film trailer from one of my favourite films, which is Finding Nemo, and we'll have a little chat about it afterwards. It was lovely, but just to summarise what the film's about, Marlin is a clownfish who is afraid of the ocean due to a previous terrible experience. Then his son Nemo is taken by divers, and Marlin sets off on a mission to find his son and bring him home. On his journey, Marlin meets Dory, a blue tang with short-term memory loss. Dory tags along, much to Marlin's dismay, and they form an unlikely friendship. Dory has a little fear, and Marlin, who is full of fear, struggles to accept what she says. There are several times when Marlin fails to trust Dory, even though ultimately she is right. In one instance, Dory has been told by a shoal of fish to swim along a trench, not over it, so she asks Marlin to trust her, because that's what friends do. However, the route along the trench looks dark and frightening, so Marlin is reluctant to go that way. Due to his fear, he convinces Dory to swim over the top. They end up in a jellyfish bloom, a huge mass of jellyfish, and Dory very nearly loses her life. She is left with scars from the encounter. Later, when Dory asks Marlin to trust her again, he starts to object, but sees the scars left by the jellyfish and realises that he has to trust her. So the first question is, and think about, why is it so difficult for some people to trust others? And then why is it important for us to trust people? Have a little think about that. Younger children rarely have a problem with trusting people. They accept people that they are trustworthy until they learn otherwise. In friendships, trust can often be lost because of someone's failure to do something that the other finds important. Trusting people requires us to believe that people can be reliable and that there's truthfulness there. Trust is a major building block of relationships. We can build trust as well as breaking it down. Often we learn not to trust someone as a result of a bad experience. Perhaps we have told them something in private and they have betrayed our trust by telling others. Trust has to be earned, definitely, and is the basis of a relationship that you can have with another person. As we trust someone more, the relationship deepens, we become closer friends, and we let that person into areas of our life that we might not if we didn't trust them in the same way. That is how permanent, committed relationships are made and kept, often for many, many years. You hear all these people. It's like, I was lucky enough to meet Shay's dad a couple of years ago with his friends, who they meet up every year. They've had a relationship for years and years and years, since they were young children. And you hear lots of people that have that relationship for years and years and years. And it's based on trust. Because you're not going to have a relationship with somebody for that length of time if you do not trust them. Of course, trust can also have less serious applications, such as trusting the weather forecaster predictions, or trusting our teachers to teach us the right things so that we can gain knowledge and ultimately, have a love for learning. So another thing I want you to think about. How do you know if you are a trustworthy person? Right, trust. Don't break it. You have to earn it. Now, I hope you have an amazing week. Lots of things are going on. I believe Ash Class going out on a trip tomorrow to Goodwood. We have our film Farm Fork carrying on in Year 5. Lots of different activities going on across the school. It is great seeing you all out there. It's great seeing all the laughter and all the play that you're having at break times and lunch times. And when I'm going round in the classrooms, seeing lots of you very, very hard working. Lots of retrieval practice going on, but keep working hard. Remember, you come to school because it's a challenge. You don't come to school so you can get tick, 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 tick. You come to school to learn, and learning is often hard. Had an experience yesterday, and it's about life experiences, and that's what we're trying to give you as well, real life experiences. And we have to keep learning, even as an adult. I'm 22 years old. I have to keep learning, and it's important that we do. I always want to learn. I'm always reading. I'm always learning new things, and that's what we're trying to instill in all of you, to keep learning. It's not necessarily what you learn from a book. It's not necessarily what you learn from a teacher. But you will keep learning from everybody that's in your life. Trust me. Have an amazing week. I'm looking forward to speaking to lots of you during the week. And I can't wait to my Goodwood trip tomorrow. Have fun. See you later.